Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. In this video today, we're discussing the U.S. immigration process, specifically material fact. What is a material fact? Now, when discussing this is specifically pertinent to issues associated with fraud and misrepresentation. I urge those watching this video to check out our video on I-601 waivers of inadmissibility for finding of fraud and misrepresentation, because this is somewhat of an addendum onto that video. Basically, when a finding has been made that fraud and misrepresentation has occurred during adjudication for U.S. immigration benefits, the fraud and misrepresentation has to pertain to a material fact. Now, let me be clear. Material fact and what constitute a material fact, generally speaking, are not like semantic points that one can split hairs about when dealing with the overall immigration apparatus. But there are some things that I find that clients and lay people feel get sort of worked up about during the immigration process that really aren't all that overwhelmingly concerning. I'll put it that way. What am I trying to say here? Well, for example, lying about one's past criminal history is fraud and misrepresentation with regard to a material fact. However, making a mistake with respect to how long one lived in a specific town when one was living in a different house, for example, making a mistake as to, did I leave that house in September of 2016, or did I leave that house in November or October of 2016? You maybe not be able to remember, and then you later find out that, oh, I put something down as 2 weeks difference as far as timing or something. Although you should really strive to be as honest as humanly possible within the context of the entire U.S. immigration process, it should be noted that, look, true mistakes get made. If it's a mistake of material fact, as long as one remedies the mistake of material fact in such a way that doesn't create, overarching issues with respect to, did one sort of benefit from a mistake in an inequitable way or an illegal way. But with respect to mistake or just materiality, it should be noted that some things are just sort of not material. Again, timing of exactly to the date where someone lived may not be considered material. Leaving out an entire year of one's residence in a specific place as part of an overarching scheme to hide maybe a criminal record in that particular jurisdiction, that could be deemed to be on its face fraud and misrepresentation with respect to a material fact. So again, I'm mostly making this video just as a kind of a clarification session, for lack of a better word, because most folks don't understand that, okay, I accidentally put down 2 weeks difference in when I left this apartment I once lived in. That may not be a big issue. It may not be a material fact. Again, you need to strive to be as honest as possible with respect to the various immigration forms, but understand that, you're not going to get thrown to the fire, thrown to the wolves over, a mistake on where exactly you lived when you were, 19 years old, and that may have been 10 years ago or nearly 10 years ago. Again, this stuff has a contextual basis, or it has a sort of a contextual underpinning. So, something that may not be particularly material in one case may be overwhelmingly material in another case. So those watching this video, if you have issues where you're wondering about material, mistakes of fact or materiality and fraud and misrepresentation, probably a good idea to contact a legal professional in order to get a second opinion with respect to what's going to constitute materiality and fraud and misrepresentation.